Welcome back to this World of Warcraft Let's Play. Your Sambo Arahna, my little Draenei. Hello, peace to you, Draenei Shaman. And of course, joining us as always are those crazy members from a distant world who also join me in the Mumbles chat. G'day, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Big hello to you, and thank you, of course, as always, for coming along and helping us out here. We are on part 3 of a multi-part jaunt over here in Shadowmoon Valley. Very soon to be down in the Netherwing Shelf. And that is one person's fault and one only, and that would be none other than Steph on their character, Lyra. Hello to you.
Hello. How are you?
Good to see you showing off your mighty... What is that, the Azure Netherwing? What colour is that one?
It's the Azure.
Yeah,
right?
really, really neat. And that's why we're here, folks. Part 3, in fact, of the Netherwing rep grind. And I'm super excited about this one in particular. You can see here we've got Mordecai. You guys will remember him. We've been speaking to him. He was our major quest giver way back a couple of episodes ago when we started this whole chain. Merrick, hello to you.
Hello.
Good to see you. And I noticed that you're on a very plain... Well, it's a Drake that anyone can get. Are you feeling okay?
I could change if you want.
No, that's fine. That's quite okay. Shush in the cheap seats there, Tigerhawk Rosebud. I can hear you in the background. And big hello to you as well.
Hello.
Good to see you. Now, Merrick, we got to a point last week where he's run off. See you later, Mordecai. He loves fighting these guys. He must get bored of us. We got to a point last week where we came back and spoke to this guy because we've done all the questing here in Shadowmoon Valley. And if I remember rightly, I don't have the quest, but Merrick, I think we're about to get sent off somewhere else. Is that right?
Yep, the quest is called In the Service of the Illidari, and it's travel to the Netherwing Ledge and deliver the Illidari service papers to Overlord Morgor, if I'm pronouncing that right, at Dragonmaw Base Camp.
Right, now that is very interesting, and if you listen to that carefully, you'll notice that there's probably something a little odd about that. We'll get to that in just a minute, but let's quickly go down the line and hang on, tap. Hello, Bad Clacks, wakey, how are you?
Oh, hello. Sorry, hello.
Having a bit of a nap there. How's things?
I'm doing pretty good.
Oh, good. Now, have you been standing here waiting for us as always, all of these weeks?
Yes, I've been here for 2 weeks waiting for you guys to come back.
Thank you. You're very patient. Can I just say, I think you need a bit of a shave. I'm just looking at your... I mean, I know there's no shaving facilities out here, and it has been 2 weeks, but you do need a bit of a shave, just in case you wanted to know. Thank you for standing here. And now, I can't remember, were you on the... I think you're on the quest line as well, aren't you? You haven't done it on this character?
Yeah, I'm on the same step as everyone else.
Right. Now, there's a caveat about this step, by the way, folks, and you might remember from last week. We'll get to that in just a moment as well. Kairos Jenkins, a big hello to you.
Hello.
Doing the John Travolta dance. Now, have you already done all this Netherwing stuff?
No, this is actually my first time doing it, and a daily, as a matter of fact.
Oh, there you go. Well, congratulations, and I hope that these episodes are going to help you out. It's actually a lot of fun, and of course, the reward at the end of it is just like what Obisi is riding there. In fact, I think that's my favourite one, the Onyx one. Hello, Obisi.
Hello.
Good to see you. So you've clearly done this. How long has it been since you did the Netherwing rep grind?
It's probably been 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, same here. I actually really enjoyed it back in the day. What about you?
I did. It was quick and it's easy and fun to do.
Yeah, and of course the reward pays off. Do you know what? Speaking of rewards paying off, Tigerhawk, a Rosebud of the Nightfall. We've already said hello to you and your crazy little, I don't know what that is, a war... What have you called? Oh, Gizmo! Gizmo, right, of course. Number 5 is alive. But paying things off, look, I understand that there's a bit of a... Well, there's a hurdle that you have to progress through here, Tiger, in terms of being able to get any further in this quest line. And do you know what that is?
You need to have the epic flying capability.
Yes, absolutely. So my first question to you is, have you bought it?
I have.
Oh, so you have epic flying. Okay, so you obviously, yay, you're able to progress this. Now, if I remember correctly, let's see, Merrick, here we go. Merrick has all the flash mounts in the game, that's for sure. But if I remember, last week you didn't actually possess the necessary skills to be able to progress this quest any further. And I think that was because you didn't have epic flying, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. I had to bum 3,000 gold off of one of my other characters.
Oh, that pleases me great. I mean, that's really, yeah, sorry about that. Oh, no. Good, so tell us from a first... Okay, all right. I knew that was coming. I deserved that one. Tell us from first-hand experience then, what do you have to do if you're out here questing along from Mordecai and he comes and gives you this next quest to send us down to the Netherwing shelf and it won't accept? What can you actually do? Do you literally have to go back somewhere and purchase the flying?
Yes, you need to go. I actually went to Stormwind because I didn't know if I couldn't find any place in Shatrath that sold it, so I just went back to Stormwind to the flying trainer and purchased it for 4250 gold.
Oh, ouch! 4,250. Well, that is discounted down from 5,000 because of your rep, though, right?
Yes, correct.
So there you go, folks. It's either going to be 5,000 or a scaling level down to 4,250, I'd imagine, depending on your rep with the faction of the vendor that you buy it from. Because, of course, you could probably buy it from Exodar or from Teldrassil or wherever else your particular home faction is. And if you're Exalted with them, you'll get a nice big discount. But there you go. That is the big thing. You must have epic flying before you can carry on with this part of the quest. Now, we've also got Seymour here. Of course, Seymour is a regular there, floating on a cloud. Keegs, good evening to you.
Hello.
Good to see you there. Now, if I remember correctly, you've already done this before, right? You and I are the veterans here.
Yep.
Now, are you kind of excited about this next step? Because you know what's going to happen. The guys possibly don't. Do you remember what happens next? You don't have to tell us, but do you remember it?
Oh yeah, it's a little fun.
It's a lot of fun. In fact, I think one of the best quests in the entire game is coming up very, very shortly. So there we go, folks. You can see we've got Bad Clacks, we've got Kairos, we've got the Dancing Queen herself, Tigerhawk Rosebud, we've got Abisi. Good to see you guys, you new folk here who haven't joined us in the previous episodes. Nice of you to come along and join us today. Seymour, Merrick, of course. We've got Cappy Cott on the end there. Another newbie to join us here today. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Now, do you know what's going on here? Have you done it? Oh, I can see you've got your fancy albino drake. Remind us again, how do you get the albino drake?
You have to get 50 mounts.
50 mounts? That's fantastic. I think you deserve a polite golf clap. There we go. Thank you, Arahna, for that. That's a great achievement, and congratulations to you. Do you have a Netherwing drake in your collection?
Sadly, no.
Oh, so this is all new for you as well?
Yes, it is.
Well, you've hooked up with exactly the right people in the right time in the right place, and so I hope you enjoy the little journey today. And you're welcome to join us every week as well. It's actually pretty easy, and at the end of it, of course, you'll get a fantastic mount just like the one that Steph here is riding. So, Steph, you will hopefully remember what is happening in the next phase of this storyline, yeah?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, good. Well, we'll get you to explain that in just 1 minute, because it's honestly one of my favourite parts of the game. But I do know that we've got a special guest in the chat room right now who doesn't join us in game as we look down this list of drakes. Look at the drakes there. You know what? You're the odd one out there. Who's that down on the end there? Is it Kairos who's got the dragon mount there? Everyone else is on their drake. It's a very mighty sight. It looks very cool. Katella, you're missing out. I can see you in the list there. Hello to you.
Hello.
Good to see you. Now, I know that we're here in WoW, but I did drag you along because I've got something very special that I need to get some information out of you about, and that is something to do with Final Fantasy XIV and some very special friends of ours that I'd love you to chat about. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I do. Divine Phoenix.
Divine Phoenix, that's the one. So firstly, let me give Divine Phoenix a very special bow, and I know that Divine Phoenix will mean, well, that name will mean a lot to our distant world members, especially in Final Fantasy XIV. But Katella, for those folk who are watching along today and have no clue what we're talking about, what is Divine Phoenix? Who are Divine Phoenix?
Divine Phoenix is a guild that was in White Knight Chronicles for the PS3.
So the game White Knight Chronicles?
Yeah, and so they were a group kind of like Distant World, and they had their game go down, and in fact their game is no longer supported.
Right. And
they have now decided that they are moving over to Final Fantasy XIV.
Woohoo! That's exciting.
And yeah, and so they are going to be on the Moogle server because they have a lot of brand new players. And we've recently kind of talked with them, and they're a great group over there. And so one of the things is that because of our server, our Masamune server, being an existing legacy, there may be a point where Masamune fills up. I don't know if you remember, but like in 1.0, there was a time period where it actually filled for a bit.
Yes. And so is there likelihood of that happening again in live? Is that what you're saying?
There could be. I mean, the thing is, we never know. Like, we don't know until it happens. But if it does happen, we've kind of struck up this friendship with Divine Phoenix, and we've kind of suggested that for our members, for our Distant World members, if at any time in the future, for whatever reason, Masamune does get filled, our suggestion is going to be for people to roll on Moogle to be with Divine Phoenix, because they are such a neat group over there.
Right, so hang on. So for the dum-dums amongst us, hello, that would be me. If I was to summarize, would it be that if I was wanting to join up with us in Final Fantasy XIV, and of course we're on Masamune, like you say, but Masamune gets filled up, that means of course that anyone who's wanting to join us can't. They literally can't join us on Masamune. So what you're saying is that we've struck up a partnership with the good folk over in Divine Phoenix on the Moogle server on Final Fantasy XIV. Is that the gist of it?
That's the gist of it. So basically, I do want to throw out there, obviously, we want all of our members to be with us on Masamune. So if there is any possible way that you can roll on Masamune, please do. But if it comes up in the future that Masamune, for whatever reason, gets closed, and you're part of our website or part of our group, and you're still wanting to play with a nice group of people, we're suggesting Moogle as a secondary suggestion.
There you go. So, of course, any friend of Divine Phoenix is a friend of ours, right?
That's right.
So there you go, folks. So if you're looking for a home, away from home, I guess, then you couldn't find a better bunch of people than the folk in Divine Phoenix. And do you know what? Today I happened to log into the Distant World Engine website, and Katella, did you notice a little gift there from Divine Phoenix? How cool was that? Have you watched it?
Oh yeah, they've actually made quite a few different things in the past. They really have some talented people over there.
Oh, say that was amazing. Merrick, I'm looking at you here. Did you happen to see that video that Divine Phoenix posted on our website?
Actually, I did. I was on their. I was in their chat talking with them when Wispa posted it. So I got to look at it right when he posted it.
Yeah, how awesome is it? It's great. And of course, I'd just like to say a big thank you to Wispa and to everyone over in Divine Phoenix for creating that. I know, trust me, I know that putting together a video takes a lot of blood, sweat and tears, and I just wanted to say that sentiment that is in that video is something that we all share here in Distant World without a doubt, and especially myself. And I'll put a link to that video down in the description below my video today, folks, so you can go along and check it out as well. Some great talent coming through there from Divine Phoenix. So thank you very much. Katella, thank you very much as well for coming along and sharing that with us. And just a reminder too to all of our World of Warcraft viewers here today, what date are we going live in Final Fantasy XIV Version 2, A Realm Reborn?
August 27th.
August the 27th. That's got to be like just over a month away as of this filming. You must be getting excited, Katella.
Very excited.
I am too, and I know everyone here is. So there you go, folks. That is it. Final Fantasy news for the day. Thanks, Katella. And we can't wait to come and join you in Eorzea at the end of Phase 4 beta. In the meantime, we've got work to do here, folks. We have got drakes to get as I go up and down this line here. Look at it. It looks absolutely incredible. I bet that all of you guys that don't have a Netherwing Drake are supremely jealous, as you should be, of all the folks that do. But you know what? It's really, really close to being in your grasp here. And do you know what? I can hear Shiv in the background there. Shiv, good to see you. Hello.
Hello, Sambo.
Just a very quick one. I know you're not here with us in game, but I do know that you've done this quest line before. Did you enjoy it?
I absolutely actually end up loving it.
Yeah, same here. You know, something else I think I know you must love is travel. Just wanted to mention to all of our World of Warcraft viewers, Shiv, you've got some exciting news coming up. I think you're going to be taking a trip on a real world Drake very, very shortly across a very big ditch. What's happening in your life?
Well, actually, and that's why I've been being correct. It's not just just a trip, it's actually moving, as in I will not be coming back to the United States for a long while.
Oh,
I am leaving.
Lord. What country could possibly drag you away from the USA?
It's not the country, it's the person. I'm actually moving to United Kingdom to be with Amadeus.
There you go. That is fantastic news. So I just wanted to make sure that everyone knows that if you disappear for a few days, it's possibly because you're on a plane and getting yourself set up over in the UK. And I also just wanted to pass on congratulations and best of everything, of course, to both yourself and to Amadeus in your new adventures. What a quest to accept, Shiv. Good Lord. Hope you're getting a lot of rep for it.
Well, it's Amadeus, as you know, so the quest rewards should be interesting.
Nah.
There he is, it's Amadeus. Congratulations to you too, my friend. You're going to have a new arrival fairly shortly, in fact. How many days until you see your much better half?
For me, it'll be 2.
2 days.
So, for me, it'll be Monday.
There you go. Are you nervous?
Yeah.
You should be, because I think if it was me that she was meeting, I'd be scared she's going to turn me into a spider or something like that. I'm sure she's been going to the school.
It could be worse, though.
Could be worse? How could it be worse?
A pink spider.
It could be Reggie that we could be meeting.
Oh, God. Oh, no, I wouldn't wish that on you at all. Tiger's had to go through that, right, Tiger? In fact, I think Reggie kidnapped you to a remote location at one point while you were here. Is that right?
Yeah, there was a big danger sign and falling rocks. Yeah.
That's right. She threatened to leave you there, if I remember correctly. Well, there you go, folks. Congratulations to Amadeus and Shiv on your new adventures, and we can't wait to hear your thoughts of the UK. Shiv, I presume you've never been there before?
I've never been outside the United States. I've never even stepped foot on a plane.
There you go. So all sorts of exciting firsts for you coming up. I'm insanely jealous, and good luck to you. All right, folks. In the meantime, we've got our own quests to get on with. So back to you, Merrick. Merrick, are you able to let us know exactly what this quest says? Like, what does it read? What is he telling us to do?
Let me open up my quest log real quick. It says, travel to the Netherwing Ledge and deliver the Illidari service papers to Overlord Morgor at Dragonmaw Base Camp. The description says, Netherwing Ledge was once a bastion of sanctuary for the Neverwing, is now home to the Dragonmaw. While the Orcs may have control over our territory, our magics there is still strong enough to cloak your true identity and allow you to infiltrate the ranks of the Dragonmaw. I have prepared this letter for you to present to their leader, Overlord Morgor. Fly headlong into the maw of our enemy and seek out Dragonmaw Base Camp to start your new life as a fell orc of Illidan Stormrage.
Now that is epic. Before I go any further though, my camera happens to have panned down to a crazy looking companion pet called Sambo. Seymour, you've got some explaining to do.
Well, I heard your favorite color is pink.
Hang on. /G kick. Oh, that is terrible. That is terrible. How dare you name something pink after me? Shiv, have you got anything to do with this? Yeah, exactly.
I may or may not have a pet in Guild Wars 2 named Princess Sambo, and it is a pink moa.
Oh, good lord, this follows me through every single game. You know what, Seymour? I shall not forget this. There we go, Mr. Bigglesworth, that's much, much better. Alright, so I don't know if you guys picked it up there from what Merrick was saying, but this is a really cool thing. If we have a look at the map here, open up our map and you can see down south that we've got a place called the Netherwing Ledge, and you'll know that in the lore, as in the L-O-R-E, lore of the game, that used to be a sanctuary for these Netherwing drakes. It's been taken over by those nasty orcs, in fact the same orcs that we were fighting here in the Dragonmaw Fortress. We are being sent there and we are being given a magical disguise so that we can perform some undercover espionage over there right under the eyes of Illidan himself, and we're going to be disguised, and it is very, very cool. And this leads on to one of the most fun quests I think I've ever had in any game ever. It is hilarious. But anyway, what it means is this. We will all now be able to fly up here, head down south, and once we get to a certain point near the Netherwing Ledge, we will all transform, firstly, into a Dragonmaw Fell Orc. And that is really cool because two things to note about that. One is you will turn into, I think, all a male orc. And secondly, any armor that you're wearing will take on the guise of a size and dimension as if you were an orc. So, for example, if you're wearing shoulder pads, we all know that if you're an orc, they go oversized. And it's very interesting so you can see what it's like to run around as an orc. Now, I'm looking at you here, Tiger. This is going to be interesting because you are wearing a dress. you do realise that you will turn into a fearsome male orc, right?
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking forward to what that's going to look like wearing a dress, so please don't get changed. That's going to be fun. But the other thing is, you must be flying, you must be on your mount. You can't run there because, as you'll see, folks, there is a massive, huge gap between the mainland of Shadowmoon Valley here and Netherwing Ledge. So you need flying, and your mount, this is the cool part, your mount will transform into a Netherwing Drake. So if you don't have a Netherwing Drake, you're about to experience what it's like to actually get one. So Bad Clacks, I can see you there. You're in your Boom Chicken outfit there, but unfortunately I don't think they can fly, can they?
No, I need to transform.
Yeah, you need to get yourself and transform into your flying bird. Now, I'm not sure what will happen there. Obviously, if you're on a mount, it will transform into a Netherwing Drake, but it's going to be very interesting to see what happens if you are in your flying form. So I can't wait. So if you don't mind, we'll keep an eye on you. But let's go, folks. If you've got a flying mount, get on it, and let's head on up now. And I'd like to be able to head down south to the Netherwing Ledge, but we'll get up in the air first, make sure that everybody can join us. And there we go, there's everyone up in the air. Let's head on south. In fact, we can see the silhouette of the crystals off in the distance. The Netherwing Pass is what we're going to go through, and then you can see here we're going to head down to the shelf, and I'm going to get some height. These two islands that we can see right here become very important later on, but very shortly you'll see my character transform. I'm just going to wait for that to happen. Here we go, Netherwing Ledge, there it is. Now let's stop and watch as everyone else transforms, and let's see what happens, because I want to check out these guys, especially Tiger and especially Clacks. Now, Bad Clacks, I've lost sight of you there, but what happened to you?
He's still behind us. He needs to move up a little bit more, I think.
There you go. Yep, there you are, Bad Clacks. Oh, now it looks like you've stayed in the flight form then.
Yes.
Oh, very interesting. Look, would you mind doing us a favour? If you go right below us and land and mount up on an actual mount, and let's see if you're able to experience what we're going through right now. So it's very interesting, folks. If you're shape-shifted, quite clearly you are not going to see this effect on you.
Well, he is an orc.
Yeah, he is. You can see, actually, there we go, click on you. Yep, he's turned into an orc, and yep, it looks like, so you've got a Netherwing Dragon now, it looks like?
Yeah.
Alright, there you go. Well, congratulations on becoming an orc with the rest of us. Very interesting. Now, everyone else looks like they're okay. Let's have a bit of a pan around here and see if I can find Tiger Hawk Rosebud. Let's see if I... you must be very close to me. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Now, let's go down here, and what happened to you? Oh, my lord. Oh, my lord. Tiger, that is disturbing. So you've kept the dress on?
Sorta, yeah, looks like it. It doesn't fit very well anymore.
It doesn't fit. You know, it looks like Bruce Banner, Incredible Hulk type stuff. That is amazing. So there you go, folks. You can even wear a dress and you will still become a male Dragonmaw orc. That's pretty funny. But let me know, Tiger, what do you think of the mount that you've got now? Because now you know what it feels like to be on one of these. How awesome is the sound of the beating wings?
Cool.
It's very cool, isn't it? There we go. All right, looks like everyone else is taking care of... Wait a minute. What's happening with our resident monk here, Seymour? So what happened to you?
I'm an orc.
Now, let's see. I've lost you. Where did you go? All right, so it looks like you've turned into a orc as well. That's classic, but no Drake for you.
Well, I'm using a monk glyph called Zen Flight, so I can float.
Oh, of course, so you don't even need the Drake, do you? But you still get turned into the orc. That is hilarious. All right, well, it looks like we've got the entire crew with us. There we go. That's all good. And Merrick, you're obviously all okay as well with your new epic flying?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so this is cool, folks. We're going to head on down south now, and I don't have a quest marker, but I can, from memory, I know where we need to go. And you'll notice that down below me right about now is what looks like an airfield. This is going to come into play much later on. It is a really interesting part of the quest line. We'll talk about that later, but this is the little outpost here. This is the Dragonmaw Base Camp, as you can see, and this is now going to be our home for a hub of daily quests that we're going to have to start performing. Now, I don't have any quests here, of course, because I've already done it all before. I do have some of the repeatable ones. They've still got a blue... Yeah, they've still actually got a blue exclamation mark above their head. Now, who else is a veteran here? I think Keegs... Are some of your dailies still here for you as well?
Yeah, I see a couple of them.
Yeah, we can see the Nether Mine Flayer Hide, the Netherwing Crystals. There's another one over here from Yarzil the Merc. and he's got 3 as well. In fact, look at that, accepting all eggs. He's even got the Netherwing egg there. We'll explain that in a future episode. But this is it, folks. So we've arrived down here, and we're infiltrating them. They think we're new, fresh-blooded orcs that have come to help out and set up this little base camp here. So let's go inside here, because you can see here we've got a Illidari Lord called Balthus, and we've got an Overlord called Morgor. Now, Tigerhawk Rosebud, I must say that this look suits you. It's very interesting. Did you happen to try a slash dance, Tigerhawk Rosebud?
Oh, let me try.
Well,
I didn't think of that.
Orc dance is the best.
Orc dance is the best, and of course it is none other than MC Hammer. The Hammer Pants come out, so Tiger, you're going to have a whole bunch of fun here. It is super fun, and in fact, if we even do things like this, that's right, even the emotes become orc as well. So laughing and cheering and crying. There we go, all of that sort of stuff. So it's really neat, because if you've never played on the Horde before, or if you've never had an orc character, it's time to really, really live it up and have a whole bunch of fun on these characters. Now, Merrick, just explain to me here, we are now orcs. We've infiltrated this base. Does that mean if I want to go and take a break from doing the Netherwing stuff here, if I go back out into the real world, am I going to be stuck as an orc?
Nope. Once you pass a certain mark, you will be transformed back into yourself and be put back onto the mount that you were riding.
That's right, that's exactly what happens, and that's really handy. So basically, if we have a look on the map, you can see as soon as you get kind of to the north there, just over the edge of the Netherwing Ledge, you'll be transformed back to your normal character, and that is really, really cool. So, Steph, is this bringing back all sorts of memories for you?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. Now, we were talking before about these daily quests, and some of them will be available to some folks, some of them will not, of course, because some of them only open up when certain criteria are met. Now, Steph, seeing as it's fresh in your mind, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but some of these quests only open up once you've completed other ones, and some of them are even factional rep based. Is that right? Like you have to be a certain amount of rep?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the quest change with the rep, and then you have to do the storyline quest to unlock some of the dailies.
Right, and some of the other ones, Merrick, only open up when you reach like Honored and stuff like that. Is that right?
Well, yeah, you'll get different sets for each rep that you get, and also there's 2 different ones. There's one for the mining, and people who don't have mining get one for botany type stuff.
That's right.
For gathering,
pick the herbs and stuff. So yeah, you can level up your skills in your gathering as well as your rep here. But the thing is, it is daily. You're gonna basically dig your heels in and spend a few days here, but it is a whole bunch of fun. Now, Tigerhawk Rosebud, saw you over there before. You can see, there we go, talking to these guys. Are you able to give us a brief synopsis of what happened when you spoke to this guy? Like, what happened? You checked in. I presume they said hello, welcome to the camp. What do they want us to do? What's the next quest?
The next one is enter the Taskmaster. Alright, Grunt. Alright, I'm trying to my best orc.
Alright, Grunt.
Alright, Grunt. First things first, if you're gonna join my beloved Dragonmaw army, you'll need to work. Everyone works up here on the ledge. Get a job and don't screw it up. And I'll see if there might be something more interesting for you to do later. Go talk to Taskmaster Barcula. Dragon Breath. Nice.
He called you Dragon Breath.
Yeah, he's standing in the middle of town. He'll assess your skills and assign work as he sees fit. Now, get out of my face.
Now, how cool is this? This is what I love about these series of quests. And Steph, you might remember, I mean, if you're especially on the Alliance, you know, Steph, you come across this sort of thing, and it's hilarious, isn't it? Because you're not used to being treated quite like this, like the orcs treat their peons, right?
Oh, no, not at all.
And it's hilarious. I love it. So, which Taskmaster was it, Tiger? Is it this guy here, the Dragon Breath? Right, okay. So, I've actually still got some tasks that I can do from this guy. Can you let me know? I've got Nethermine Flayer Hide, and I've got Netherwing Crystals. Are they the same ones that you've got?
So, yeah, Netherwing Crystals and Rise Overseer.
Oh, okay, so a couple of different... Maybe the Netherwing Flayer Hide is something you'll get later on in the quest chain. So let's have a look at these Netherwing Crystals here. And the objective is basically... They want us to bring 30 Netherwing Crystals back to them. And I'm going to accept that. There we go. And these things drop. Don't go looking around in the world like I did, trying to find them sparkling on the ground. They actually drop from creatures, if I remember correctly. So that's a big thing there. You've got to be very careful. You can see I can automatically hand that in, because if we ever look in my bags, you'll see I've already got Netherwing crystals, and that, folks, is exactly what they look like. They're the little blue shards, and you get them from pretty much every single mob out here on the Netherwing Ledge. So that's an easy one there. The other one that we see here is the Nethermine Flayer hide, and Merrick, I think this is what you were talking about in terms of skinning and gathering and stuff. This is my skinning one, and what I can do here is bring 35 Nethermine Flayer hides back to him and get gold and XP, and of course rep as well. So that's very, very cool. You'll like that. If you're a miner, you'll get a different one, like Merrick said, and the same with herbalism. Alright, so looks like there's another bunch of quests here from Yazel the Merc. Let's have a chat with him. And yes, there are. So, Keegs, do you have any from this guy?
Oh, yeah, I have 3.
Okay, so do you have a slow death?
Yeah.
What's all that about?
We have to poison Dragonmaw Peon Camp. We have to poison a camp.
My lord. Oh, my lord, I remember
that
this one.
Sounds fun.
This is funny, this one. Alright, so we're going to, and I think we have to use a mutton chop to poison them, because of course the peons out here love their food, and I can't wait to show you guys the peons, especially if you're a Warcraft 3 player. So we'll show that next week. Alright, got another one here, which is the Not So Friendly Skies. Who can explain to me what's going on in that one?
Well, in the Not So Friendly Skies quest, you have to get 10 Netherwing relics.
10 Netherwing relics. Now I'm pretty sure with that one, we'll check it out next week, pretty sure that's one where we have to fly to a different area and intercept some transporters that are flying over towards this camp that are bringing in supplies. So that's really, really fun as well. We'll do that. Now there's one final quest that Yazel the Merc here has. Here it is, accepting all eggs. Oh, look, I can see Obisi looking charming with your big orc fans there. Obisi, do you remember the pain and the elation all in one of Netherwing eggs? And if so, are you able to explain to us what's going on here?
I do. What you do is you run around the island or the thing all around, and you try to collect a Netherwing egg, and you bring it back to Yazel, and you can turn it in for 250 rep.
Whoa, okay, there you go. So that's very cool. Merrick, have you ever done this? I don't think you've done this before, have you?
Yeah, I have done it on my level, level 80.
My apologies. Do you remember that feeling of elation when you find an egg?
When I was doing this grind, the first thing that I would do is I would search all the known egg spots. The very first thing, because I know everybody wants to get the eggs.
That's right.
Everybody wants eggs. I think the max number of eggs that I've ever had is 13 at one time.
Wow. I think mine was about 9 at a time. And you're absolutely right there, folks. So if you're doing the Netherwing rep grind here, what you need to be doing is keeping an eye out for eggs. Now basically what they look like is a great big egg. They're the shape of an egg, but they've got spikes on them, and they're kind of a purpley pink colour. You'll know it when you see it. And you need to look in things like mining carts. You also need to look at the base of these crystals. They could be out in the open world. They could be anywhere. Keep your eyes peeled. So Tigerhawk Rosebud, as you are dancing around the world like that, you really do need to sort of keep one eye on your task, but also one eye on the world. And just if you see anything sort of sparkly, spiky egg looking, then you need to grab that, because that'll shoot you along towards Exalted in Netherwing rep by boosting you by 250 rep a pop. It is fantastic. Now, Merrick, just very quickly before we wrap up, if somebody wanted to know where the best egg farming, or where the eggs actually appear, how do they do that? Is it as easy as a Google search away?
There are plenty of sites on Google that you can do that. I'm trying to think if I still remember. There's a few eggs I know back at the camp on the other side of the
yes,
where we fought the big, where we fought to free the big drake.
Yes, that's right. I think there are over there as well. And there's a lot in the mines, and also if you look at my map here, you can see these crystals. Basically, each crystal sometimes spawns an egg at the bottom of it. The big ones on the map there, and also the islands. In fact, I'm just going to mount up. We're going to wrap up our episode in just a minute, but I do remember if you head out here, you'll see these little islands floating around the outer edge of the Netherwing Ledge itself, and what you need to do is just fly past all of these islands and just do a little circle around the base of these crystals, just like I'm doing now, and then carry on to the next island and do the same. And you can pretty much make your way around the entire ledge in probably about 2 or 3 minutes. and if you're lucky, you'll see a egg sitting down nestled amongst the base of these crystals down here. It's actually a nice way of doing it, and it's relatively quick as a check. But anyway, there you go, folks. So as a bit of a recap, what we have done is we've arrived here, there we go, seeing it from the air, at the Dragonmaw Base Camp, and we've picked up a hub of daily quests that we're going to be doing day in and day out, and they're lots and lots of fun. There's also another one, I'm not sure if it's opened up for anyone at all, but there's a guy over here called Chief Overseer Mudlump. Now, before we wrap up this episode, has anybody got a quest from this guy yet? Has it opened up? I can't remember how early it becomes available. Anyone?
I don't think that one that you're thinking of, if I think that you're thinking, I don't think it's open yet because I didn't see it, and I found the egg.
Oh, you found an egg already? No way. That is terrible. Not only does he get all the mounts, he gets the eggs as well. That's unbelievable. Did you only just start looking for one then? Pretty sure you did.
Well, yeah, I mean, I remember where the eggs were.
That is unbelievable. So there you go. Merrick is off to a good start. 250 rep for him straight away. But yes, folks, this guy here, Chief Overseer Mudlump, you may notice his title there, which is Beater of Peons, and this honestly begins one of the greatest, in my opinion, funniest quest chains ever in any game. And this also is something that I'd like to finish up on here. If we have a look at these peons over here, if you have played Warcraft 3, then when you click on these guys, you might get a bit of a giggle, and in fact I'm going to do that right now. Work. Let's have a bit of a click.
Me busy. Me busy. Me not that kind of orc.
Me not that kind of orc. That's, of course. What do you want? This is all straight out of Warcraft 3, so it's a great little nod to the heritage there. And oh my god, Tigerhawk Rosebud, could you be any more disturbing?
What? I think I look pretty.
You think you look pretty? That is terrible. You know what, folks? What I think we need to do is have a bit of a dance-off right here, right by these orcs, these peons here, harking back to the world of not the world of Warcraft, the Warcraft 3 days. In fact, right back to Warcraft 1, if I remember correctly. All of those sound files, some classic gaming stuff right there. But here we go. This is it. This is the beginning of a really exciting and really special bunch of quests here for you guys to get your Netherwing Drake mounts. And it's so much fun. I can't wait to do it as well. I can still do these dailies with you, and we can of course also scout for eggs, so we can have an egg patrol going on and get you guys up to Exalted so that you can get your Netherwing Drakes. And of course, if you stay tuned with us, folks, we've got many more episodes for the Netherwing coming up. Steph, oh, look at this. Hang on, we've pulled in a bit of a nasty here. Dear, oh dear. Here we go now. Steph, do you remember if you kill big guys like this, is there any rep involved or chance of an egg drop or anything like that? I don't think so.
I know there's one guy that will aggro on you, that, you know, so you kind of have to avoid him when you're dealing with the peons. And
especially if you're at level around here, he can be a little bit dangerous. But it's super, super fun. So there you go, folks. Tune in next week when we begin these dailies for real, and hopefully we'll start to see a whole bunch of Netherwing eggs. And like I say, we can spot some for the rest of the crew as well. And then we'll progress on to the newer chains of quests, as well as this whole area opens up and then culminates in a really cool event right at the end. Merrick?
Somebody else just got an egg.
Me.
And how do I know? Because I'm getting a loot request for it.
Really?
I'm right next to it right now.
So I'm going to pass because you got that one.
Wow, so that's a great thing as well. So obviously the need-greed system pops up if you're in a party. That's really cool as well. All right, folks, there we go. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope that you're playing along from home. If you've never done the Netherwing questing or the rep grind, this is all there is to it. Now we are really getting into the meat of the equation, if you like, and this is where it all starts really, really coming to life. And of course, the quests here are hilarious, and if you've never played a Horde before, this is going to be a whole bunch of fun for you. I'd like to thank everyone who joined us here in game, but also everyone who joined us on the Mumbles, and that would be Amadeus and Shiv. And once again, our blessings to you, and we can't wait to hear what it's like over in UK for you, Shiv. Make sure you keep us posted. We've got Clax here, we've got Catella, of course. Thank you for that Final Fantasy 14 update. Can't wait to see you in Eorzea. We've got Keegs, we've got Cappy Cot or Copycat, we've got Merrick, we've got BC, we've got Age of Pandas, we've got Tigerhawk, a Rosebud in that disturbing outfit, and of course we've got the person whose fault all of this is, Steph. How do you reckon we're going so far?
Going good.
You were doing good.
I just wanted to mention, when you're in the mines especially, loot the bodies, because you can find a lot of eggs on the bodies.
Oh, really? So eggs drop off bodies of flayers and stuff like that?
Yeah, in the mines, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought they were only in the mining cut. And don't worry, folks, we will actually begin those quests in the next episode, and no doubt that'll take us down into the mines themselves. But this is it. Honestly, if you haven't started this, go back and watch a few episodes ago where we start the quest line over in Shadow Moon Valley. Honestly, it would only take you probably about an hour before you get over here, and this is where you want to be. It is a whole bunch of fun, and you're going to love it, I guarantee. In the meantime, we need to get out of here. On behalf of myself, Sambo, Arahna, my little Draenei Shaman, and of course everyone here who joined us in Distant World, so saying take care. I hope you guys are having a great week wherever you are in the world. We do look forward to seeing you next time. We will see you then, and bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.